We're here in Murray County for this leg of our South Central Oklahoma tour at the home of Joe and Carol Van Horn. And this is the Echo Canyon Resort Bed and Breakfast. It's just a little bit south of Sulphur, a little bit south of the Chickasaw National Recreation Area. And Carol is going to tell us a little bit about the garden aspect of this area. Hey Carol, welcome to our program.
Thank you, Steve. Welcome. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you. The place where you guys live here has a lot of unique things or aspects to it. What's some of the neat things about this bed and breakfast?
Well, we have kind of a, I guess you'd say, an agricultural theme here. We really like growing things, and especially fruit. Fruit's my passion. We grow our own basil, make our own pesto that we call Besto Pesto and serve to our guests. And we have about 200 fruit trees, 50 peaches, 50 Asian persimmons, different varieties, Asian pears, apples, table grapes, and vineyard that we're starting to develop, blackberries, and a variety of other stone fruits. But we like to serve the fruit sauces, the fruit in the form of sauces with our wholesome homemade waffles in the morning, and we like to give the people a total experience of the land that Oklahoma can produce.
Well, this is a beautiful area here, and you were telling us that all of the units have a really neat view of this area
of the canyon, and some of the vineyard, and it gives them a peaceful experience while they're here, too, which I think people need nowadays.
Okay, and you and your husband are both chefs.
Yes.
So you can really utilize the produce from your fruit trees and your small fruits.
Yes, I'm actually a vegetarian chef for about 35 years, and my husband is a total meat chef.
Good combination there.
Yes, he has his kitchen, and I have mine.
Interesting, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you mentioned the Asian persimmons, and I see one right over here at the one of the entrances of your some of your units here, and it's a beautiful persimmon. These are totally different than our native persimmons. The persimmons, the fruit that are produced, are really large and tastier. Would you say?
Yes. Oh yes, they're very fleshy. There's a baby one. They won't be ripe until October or November, right there.
And do you believe in the old saying that the persimmons aren't really ready to eat until after we've had a frost, or can you eat these earlier?
You can eat them earlier if they're as soft as jam. That's the key. I mean, so they ripen progressively. They don't all ripen at the same time, but they need to be, I say, soft like mush. And
so once they're
mushy, they're going to be sweet. And don't ever let anybody fool you into trying one before that.
I got you. Or you can get some puckering
there are some varieties that are non-astringent, what they say, but we don't have those varieties here. They need a slightly warmer climate than we have.
All right. In this particular variety, the fruit have a unique look.
Shape, yes. They look just like little miniature pumpkins. And this is the front entrance of our place, and so we put pumpkins here during October for decoration.
And people come up and they think
people come in there, and because the tree loses its leaves before the fruit is ripe, and here's this little pumpkins just all over the tree. Yeah, like ornaments.
Okay, well that's clever. I'd love to see those. Well, Carol, do you mind if we take a look at some of your orchard areas?
Okay.
Carol, I notice you have a really tall fence around your orchard here. What's the purpose of that?
Well, it's very necessary here. We have an abundance of deer because they're protected in the park, which is only a few blocks away, and so they would eat the shoots on the trees, and of course they would have killed the trees when they were baby trees, but we have to keep the deer out.
Okay, that's way up there. That's pushing 7 feet or so. So does it work okay to keep the deer out?
It has to be that tall though.
So a tall fence, keep those deer out of the garden. Well, I look around the area here and I see that you guys have really missed out on a lot of the rainfall that we've had this spring. I know this is a pretty dry part of the state right now.
Right.
And but I look at your trees and everything is really green and lush. And how are you guys managing that?
Well, we have a well, and a black sulphur well actually, which we've irrigated with since the trees were babies, and it seems to make them grow bigger.
Okay.
Quicker.
Okay, you got a drip
And,
system?
We have a drip system that goes through the orchard.
Okay. All right. Well, right here I see you've got some gladiolus corms that you've planted out. Now, are these used for the guests in any way?
Yes. We cut them and put them in our living room and sometimes in the rooms.
Okay. All right. Great little cut flower garden here tucked in among the grapes. And you guys do have several different varieties of grapes, and these are all table grapes, right?
Yes, these are all about 12 varieties of table grapes.
Okay, they look really, really healthy. Well, if people come out to stay here at Echo Canyon, how can they take advantage of the orchard here, besides the breakfasts and the that kind of thing?
We encourage them to take a stroll in the orchard and just enjoy the peacefulness of what an orchard is, and they can eat the fruit, pick it, and take it home with them if they choose to. We're happy for them to do that.
Okay, great place to come and retreat, enjoy a nice relaxing evening, great food, and to look around and sample fruits in the orchard. All right. Well, Carol, thank you so much for
You're sure
letting
welcome,
us come and
Steve.
take a look at your place.
It was nice to have you come with us.